Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Now, the subject that I'd like to bring up today is something that people really overlook in our day and age, and it's something that's going on heavily. And as you can see by the title, that is the overwhelming amount of pettiness going on in our day and age. I mean, just looking around YouTube videos, school, workplace, wherever you are daily in your life, people these days are just insanely petty. Like, they're always walking like they're on some sort of explosive line about to detonate over the simplest things, over the slightest touch. It's like, it's hair sensitive. That's literally how petty some people are these days. In my starting example, right? As you can see by the thumbnail, some guy I literally read in an article recently got killed over something ridiculous. This guy got into an argument and got killed over a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Now, I know that there's a lot of hype over this sandwich for whatever reason, but it is not to die for, okay? That is the epitome of a freaking metaphor. Nothing in terms of food is to die for, but whoever killed this guy took it to a whole new level, thinking that this sandwich was literally to die for, to the degree that he made sure that someone died because I guess he took the last one. I don't know. I'm just gonna post the article or whatever. But that's just one example, and it's literally going to be in the description because you have to see it to believe it. Take another thing that we'll take into account in today's day and age. The YouTube comment section, for example. Have you ever seen how long the comment thread can be? Just between two people. Just between two. This is not like counting like multiple people, but just between two people. Because they are heated because they're in this mentality that I'm right, you're wrong. They're not looking at the fact that they're two different people, two different beings, and they're going to have different perspectives. They're just, I'm right, you're wrong. And I've seen comment threads go on for months at a time of some guy going back and forth. I mean, just think about it, people. Literally going back to sleep, and the next day still arguing with this person. You know what I mean? And it's like over nonsense. It doesn't matter whether it's a video game, a comic book character, politics. It doesn't matter. They've literally dedicated so much time to something as unproductive as arguments over insanely petty things. And I can't help but realize that this lack of, I guess, self-control and restraint to a degree, because being petty means that you're usually on a hair trigger, that this is really starting to get into our culture these days. There's just an absurd abundance of this petty mentality going on, and I can't help but feel like that's why a whole bunch of people are just crazy these days. They're so petty. I mean, people these days will yell at each other and come to blows over anything. I mean anything. And I understand that, we all got our triggers and whatnot, but this is some petty stuff, guys. I mean, to kill someone over a sandwich of all things. That's insane to me, man. I know people like insults. That's like a real big thing that I guess is a trigger for people, even though that's just words and whatnot. It's just insane to me, dude. I don't understand where this pettiness comes from. I know that we're always going to have petty people at any stage in life and whatnot, but the overabundance of it now, that's a norm. You're considered like a freak in a way if you're not petty. Oh, you're just gonna take that? Well, it's words. I can literally just go. I've got better things to do with my time. Oh, you're a PUSSY. it's for what? I got better things to do. You see, like, it's become so abundant to the degree that if you are not petty, you're so abnormal that they need to ostracize you in some way. And it's just something that I had to bring up with people because I feel like people don't understand the consequences of this over pettiness. And as it continues to worsen, well, let's just look at our good old buddy who is passed on because of this. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, like he's not injured, he's not in a coma. He's dead over a sandwich. And it takes two to tango, I'm sure. I'm sure he had something to do with it as well. But the point is, if neither of them were so petty, likely have died. But because everyone is petty, and in that situation, both of them were being petty, someone got killed. And if it's over something as simple as a sandwich, just imagine what someone's gonna do for, like, actual serious things. You know? I mean, people these days, like, you know how heated things can get. Especially, like, in the whole social justice realm in the political spectrum. I mean, if this guy got killed over a sandwich, and that's, like, food or something, just insults. Just think about how deep that's gonna get someone triggered these days because they're so petty. I know this is kind of on the shorter side, but I just had to get that out of my system. I mean, folks, I've only been alive for 2 decades, but I've literally seen the gradual kind of pettiness in my short life. And the state that it's in today is literally nothing like it was about 10 years ago, you know. So that's pretty scary to me, in all honesty. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm just going to leave it there. As always, rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you would like to see in the future in the comments below. Feel free to check out the amino. It will be linked in the comments. And I will see all of you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Good night.